Iron doesn't become a sword until it's burned and beaten in fire. Your life is like iron, and it's getting burned and beaten into a sharp sword called your life. Are you ready to be beaten and burned? Because the sharpest swords go through the hottest fire. Are you ready? Because what you're going through in life right now is beating you down. From the money problems, to the relationships, to the quarantine, to the lack of food, whatever it is that you're dealing with in life right now, it's taking you out. And it's your responsibility to sharpen your sword, to take the disasters and crises that you're going through in your life right now and to make you better. The happiest, most successful people in this world took the hardest moments in their life and flipped them into the best thing that ever happened to them. You got an opportunity right now.
What is going on, everyone? It's been a while since I made a YouTube video. Just an update on what's been happening. So this video is gonna be more chill, and as the title of the video, it's a very, very interesting scenario I've ran into with my funding challenge. So some of you guys are aware, I give a lot of exclusive insight into my trading within the ASFX community, especially ASFX TV. I'm gonna give that a quick plug real quickly. So if you don't know already, ASFX TV is basically a streaming service where you pay $29, $30 a month, and you get exclusive insight into how we trade. Myself, Austin, James, Tom, and Dennis, so 5 traders, where you get to sit in with us live as we trade, generate trade ideas, and you can watch all the replays as well. So there's a massive content library. If you sign up, you get a 3-day trial. I'll put links in the bottom of the description on this video. So trading, what the hell happened? What the did I do? It was a very simple mistake. I brought a 50K My Forex Funds challenge at the start of 2022. I'm still using that account because if you don't break any of the drawdown limits and you get your account in the profit, if you don't quite make the profit target, which is 8% on phase 1, they give you a reset. So they reset the account, you start again. If the account is in drawdown, you don't get a free reset, you have to pay again. So I've done this twice this year. The first time I did it, I got up to 7.2%, and human error. Psychologically, emotionally, I just risked a little bit more thinking I could pass the challenge, and I lost the trade, bringing the account in the drawdown, and then I started over trading, trying to bring it back up to that 7%, and I just dug a deeper hole for myself. Fast forward a few months later, I redid the challenge because I was in profit, obviously, and same thing happened. I got up on the challenge, I started making psychological errors, and I wasn't following my plan. This is where things got really serious, and at the time, I was still kind of developing this new system since I really enjoyed trading in the early mornings here in Australia. So I start my trading at around 3:34 a.m. and I trade up to 5. So it's about an hour and a half of trading. I wanted to start back testing. I back tested the system, and I wanted to really get as much detail as possible. And I wanted to make sure the system I am trading live is profitable and I wasn't just getting lucky. It turns out the system is profitable, but it incurs a lot of losing trades. It's about a 35 to 40% strike rate. Emotionally and psychologically, that is very hard for any trader. There's traders out there that can do it, but of course, as humans, we don't like losing. So this brings me to my most recent error. I put in over 600 hours worth of testing into this strategy I was developing. I wanted to understand how it performed the past. I wanted 2 years worth of data on the 1 minute time frame on US 30, since that's what I'm trading. And it proved to be a great system. It was everything lined up. And the moral of the story is you gotta back yourself. You got to have confidence in your ability to trade. You got to understand that trading is a game where we don't know our next move we make, but we don't know the outcome of what's going to happen. You can't pick and choose your losers in trading. You simply can't. And that's why it's a game of probabilities. There were so many trades I gave myself analysis paralysis with that, meaning I would overanalyze the chart in front of me and I would convince myself this isn't a good trade to take based on what the chart was telling me. But at the end of the day, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't have a crystal ball. We don't know as traders. We can have a good idea based on patterns and experience and a little bit of discretion. But overall, we can't predict the market. If we could, we'd all be rich. And that is why I did the back testing. I did so many hours. Oh man, it was stressful. It was crazy. And I didn't back myself. As I was trading the funded account, the first trade I took was a losing trade. I'll bring up the statistics for you guys right here. The first trade I took was a losing trade. So I'm going to give you guys, I started the challenge, I'll show you right here, on the 11th of July. And here it is, the 11th of July. The first trade I took on the account was a losing trade. And it is what it is. It's the probabilities. I have a 35 to 40% strike rate. It's right here. This system, 507 trades, 38% win rate. 42% chance this will either be a loss, 18% chance that we break even. I took an L. I was fine with it. The next day, I took another loss. I take one trade per day. First trade that presents, I take it. That's how I did my back testing, and that is the game of probabilities. The account's negative 3% at this point. The next trade I took, I had a 3% winner. Put the account to break even. I was like, okay, this is good. What really stuffed me around was the break even the next day. Mind you, one trade per day. I got to wait 23 hours before I'm back at the desk the next morning to take advantage of this. I then took another 2 losses, put the account back at negative 3% drawdown. So at this point, I'm at negative 3%. The next 2 days, I take 2 break-even trades, okay? And it's a lot of time that's passed between the 11th, what's that? 8 days. So at this point, I am, with a funded challenge, you get 30 days to pass the challenge to make 10% profit. In reality, it's 22 actual trading days. So I've lost 8 trading days, not including the weekend. So I'm down almost 14 days now. And this is where I spiral into an emotional wreck. Psychologically, I'm like, hey, I need to make up time. I need to make up profit. And I system hopped. I went back to trading different hours. I went back to trading different methods. I was making all the errors in the book. But look what happened if I stuck with it. I'm down 3% at this point. I stopped trading the system and started just going off on my own tangent and doing discretion and what I thought was the right thing. The next trade, I didn't take advantage of the rest of the trades. 3% trade would have put me back at break even. And then the next trade on the next day, I would have been up 3%. Break even, down 1.5%, putting me at 1.5% profit at that point. And then 3%, it's 5, and I would have passed it, taking these 3 trades, break even, another 2 nice back-to-back winners. Moral of the story, guys, back yourself. I know how the system performs. 1.5% risk over 507 trades that I manually back-tested, 600 plus hours developing and testing. My Forex Funds allows you a 5% daily drawdown, I think 13% overall total drawdown. There were 2 months where I'd reached that max drawdown, close to it anyway. 1 month, which was August 2021, and that was a risk I was willing to take. All the other months, there were multiple months in here where I would have passed the funded challenge. If I would have, these were the numbers. This was my confidence. This is why I put so much effort into back testing. And then here I am completely going against everything. And this is why I am so convinced success in trading isn't about the knowledge, what you know. You could read every single book. I've read a ton of trading books, audio books. I've spent so much money on education. Is when I'm under pressure trying to force an outcome through a funded challenge. Every time I take a funded account, it puts me into this spiral of negative thinking and emotions, and I doubt my ability to trade. And this is why I'm making this video. I want you guys to learn and understand that every retail trader, 90% of you guys are going to be going through a process of getting funded. I got nothing against funding companies. I think they're the best thing to happen for retail traders because it allows us to leverage more capital. And at the end of the day, trading is a business. And what do you want to do in a business? You want to maximize revenue, maximize profits, and you want to do that in trading, we need more capital. It's not about risking more, it's about getting more capital. You want to be risking less. The thing is, trying to force an outcome, 8%, it's achievable. Don't get me wrong, you can do it. There are a lot of traders in AceFX and other communities and out there that are passing these challenges. If you guys fail a challenge, a funded challenge, it doesn't make you a bad trader. And it doesn't reflect your ability to trade. You just gotta learn from it. You may have made mistakes like I have done. It was all psychological errors. Something that I knew the possibility of how it would sabotage myself. And I still did it anyway because of the pressure I was under. As I was looking at the time remaining on my account, I knew I had to come up with a way to make profit. When in reality, I should have just stuck with my system because I was too outcome driven because I had to make X amount of profit in X amount of days instead of being process driven. And if you guys follow a process that is proven to be profitable, just like this back testing, just like I showed you guys, you will ultimately find success 9 times out of 10. And I think that is why it is so important for us traders to have so much self-belief in ourselves to trade well and understand that we have the ability to be successful in this game because it really is all mindset. It's all psychology and it is all emotions at the end of the day. Executing a trading plan, system development, managing your trade management, all of that is what really, really defines us as traders. Are you taking profits too early? Are you letting it run? Is your trade in like a negative position and you're gonna let it go, or you're moving your stop loss because you're convincing yourself it's gonna turn around and you don't wanna close at a loss? These are all the psychological factors that will make us or break us as traders. And as long as we have that resilience and we learn from our mistakes, we have an open mind to understand and accept our faults and then fix them and grow as humans, as traders. And as soon as you let yourself slip, it's game over. And that's why it's so important before you start trading to get in the right headspace, because it is so easy to slip up and it takes literally, you push a button. If you have a tested and proven method and it's just not going your way, knowing the numbers, I know that, once again, let me show you guys this. I can go where we have 3 losing trades, a win, break even, loss, break even, followed by heaps of losers, and then another break even. This is almost 2 weeks worth of trading right here, where I haven't made any profit. And I knew this, I knew these statistics, I knew the numbers, yet I still f***ed up and made the error because I was so outcome driven. I was so focused on achieving something instead of following my process. And that's where I slipped up. So the main message I want you guys to get out of this video, if it's anything at all, of course, back testing is very important, understanding your numbers. But obviously it's not that important in my case because my mindset wasn't in the right place. And that is one of the, this is why I say journaling. If you aren't journaling your trades, not just the trades, I don't want you to write down your entry price, how much profit you made. I want you guys to journal what you did before you got to the desk. What was your state of mind? How were you feeling? How did you feel while you were in the trade? How was your execution? Did you hesitate to enter? If you did, why? You need to understand what's going on in here to make sure you can really correct any errors, any psychological flaws, any emotions that could be sabotaging your system. Why the hell did I backtest 600 plus hours in system development to get these numbers and the confidence when all I'm gonna do is take a few losing trades and just throw it out the window? Nah, this isn't working. This is the mindset of 95% of retail traders. It's a flawed mindset for trading, and you need to correct yourself. If you are struggling in trading, if you can't pass these trading funded accounts, you are not a bad trader. You just need to understand you need to correct a few things in your mindset. That is all. And trust me, you will come out on the other side successful. Understand what you are doing wrong, have an open mind to accept your faults and improve on them. Do the back testing, but follow it. Have the confidence in the system you're testing. For me, I tested this system using Bollinger Bands. This was the first time I ever used Bollinger Bands. So my beliefs about the indicator, it just wasn't there. I didn't have the faith. Even though the testing says it's good, when I was actively trading, there was little gray areas as I was about to execute, as I saw the trade presenting, setting up. There's a few gray areas where I just said to myself, this doesn't make sense. I'm gonna avoid this trade because it doesn't make sense. What the fuck do I know? I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen next. I don't have a crystal ball. All I can do is follow these probabilities. And over time, process over outcome, I'll be successful. Back yourself. Know that it is possible. And it's honestly, it's 99% psychology. It's psychological. The whole process of trading is psychology. It's emotional based. And as humans, we are emotional creatures. It's crazy. I can't stress the importance of getting your mind right, guys. So please, if you are a struggling trader, if you are failing challenges, have a system that's profitable first, and then journal yourself. Demo trade before even taking the challenge, like I did. I did the FTMO trial. After I finished this back testing, I passed it with flying colors. And then I went on to start the challenge. Number one key factor I want you guys to get out of this, back yourself. 100% back yourself. You can do it. You can achieve a funded account. That's why I love these funded companies. They're a bitch to pass because of that 30 days. My solution to this is the third challenge I've taken this year. I've signed up, obviously, at the start of 2022. First account, like I was saying, almost passed, fucked up. Second account, you just ended it in profit. I didn't ask for the extension because I just wanted to reset it. Got it reset, and this is the third time doing it. Once again, psychological, really fucked myself this time, even though I had the backtesting data that says otherwise. So for me, I understand from my journaling and just through experience, I don't perform well with 30 days. So all I have to do now is, I want you guys to ask yourself this question as well. Is this funding company the right one for me? If not, look for something different. It has to be reputable. Don't go for some shonky one that's just kind of opened, that looks completely, off hinged. Try find one that is reputable. Ask some people in a community that are getting payouts, and then ask, about their reputation and stuff like that. So I hope you guys got some value out of this video. You can get to where you need to be, but it is all up here. Trading is it's one of the difficult endeavors I've experienced over the years. And it really just comes down to mastering your emotions, having the emotional discipline to sit in your hands. If a trade doesn't present, be okay with not taking a trade that day and come back the next day. If a trade does present and you're in a trade, have the discipline to let it run. Don't close profits early. If the trade is in drawdown and the trade is going against you, have the discipline to not move your stop loss. There are so many emotional aspects that we need to be on our A game every time we're at the desk. Do not slip up. Follow a very systematic approach, and you're pretty much there. So yeah, hope you guys got some value out of this video. I really hope you do. This is one of my best learning experiences to date. As long as you guys can get some value, even one person watching this can understand the importance of having that emotional discipline to help them get to where they want to be, I'm a happy man. If you liked the video and got value, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you're notified with any future content I release, and I'll see you all next time. Remember, please back yourself. You can do it, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. If you are doing a Funnel Challenge, please let me know. If you had similar errors or any psychological errors that stuffed you up, drop a comment below and just share your experiences with everyone. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.